Now in the box, Jonathan VR. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, Jonathan VR.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Here's another 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Judge is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sliders in for a strike. Cashner, or just Cash for short. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Here's Miguel Andujar now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here comes the first pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
That's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Theo. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. So now 2 men in scoring position. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Roll.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Ball 1. Hit high and deep to right center. Jones is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. Second inning upcoming. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. That misses. 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. At the plate, Pedro Alvarez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Little tapper down the first baseline, but that one rolls foul. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Trey Mancini is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Smokes it foul down the line at first. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
So stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch, a little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. Judge aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
A ball and 2 strikes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Jones looking up. Gone!
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Hunter Harvey enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Into the box, Miguel Andujar, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Hit in the air to shallow center. Beckham trying to get there. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mancini coasts under it, and the inning is over. Standing in, Tim Beckham. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Well, Yankee Stadium, of course, features a number of nods to the great history of the organization and its legendary players. But apparently, when you hit 52 home runs as a rookie, you rightfully get your own cheering section built in your name.
Just 2 simple words. All rise! Aaron Judge burst onto the scene. And what's really cool about the judges' chambers, all of those seats you're looking at right there are all given towards community organizations, charities, and even Little League teams. So the judges' chamber is going towards a good cause.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Behind 0-2 now. This one's down to third. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that into memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hit back up the middle. And a glove flip for 1. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Peterson backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Striding into the box, Aaron Hicks looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Pulled toward right center field. Valencia on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. A bouncer up the middle. Beckham has it. Throw in time and the side is retired. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. Stepping up now, Jace Peterson. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Behind 0-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Jones around first, thinking 2 here. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. And he misses again, 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. In now is Pedro Alvarez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Gardner's after it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that digging in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. VR scoops it up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So digging in now, Aaron Judge. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a drive by Judge. Deep left field. A leap, but it's off his glove. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. Digging in once again, Miguel Andujar. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Stanton, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. A tag for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Digging in, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Peterson into foul territory, and that's going to land foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mancini will reach out with 1 hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Sliced hard, but foul. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in there.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding forward now, Tim Beckham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Andujar is over, and he tucks it away for the 2nd out. Ready now for Baltimore, Danny Valencia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 9-0. Digging in to try it again, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Mancini is in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the 1st out. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's set. Now the pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Mancini comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. In now, Gleyber Torres. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that one.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Swing and he pops him up. VR is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready now, Caleb Joseph. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
And that is through into right field for a single. Close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan VR. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. That's lifted the other way out to left. There to take it is Gardner, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Jace Peterson. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Count now, a ball and a strike. Taken high and deep to right. Judge going back on it. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll get in there at third as he just misses a home run but settles for the triple. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that will compound matters even further.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Takes this the other way to right. And he will leap to make an incredible catch. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. And it's gone as they add still another.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with the resounding doink as it carried off the foul pole for a homer.
Harvey will take it himself for the first out of the inning. Here's Didi Gregorius. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Jones. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Beckham over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way out in front.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
And that's an ideal start to the inning right here. The leadoff.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. David Robertson is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Hard on the ground towards short. Gregorius is there, and there's one down now. Ready for another shot now. Tim Beckham. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And he fouls this one off. And now a pitch on the way. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, one away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres as he grounds one briskly to short. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this digging in now, Caleb Joseph. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground. Down the first baseline. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Strike one to start the at-bat.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Popped him up. In there, a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and give Adam Jones a chance.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones. In the air to straightaway right. Heading after it is Judge. And that ends the inning. Orioles lead 1. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Miguel Castro comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Leading off for the Yankees, number 11, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Where this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot. Here's big Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Castro throws what many consider to be one of the better power sinkers in the game. He throws it very hard, and you really don't have to squint to see it drop right off the table.
Hey, I've talked to a lot of guys around the league that hit off this guy, and they say it's like trying to hit a bowling ball. It's a heavy ball with heavy sink. If you make contact, it feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. This guy has one of the best sinkers in the game.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Valencia looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, his 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues. Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. VR is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show as we are back at Yankee Stadium for the beginning of the 8th. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mark Trumbo, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. Can't million your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball and a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Yanks came out swinging with a huge first.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the American League East, Giancarlo Stanton plated 4 total with 3 home runs as the Yankees claim victory over the Orioles 12-2. The Toronto Blue Jays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-2. The Cleveland Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-1. The Angels swatted 4 home runs in this one as they took an extra innings victory over the Athletics 7-5. The Astros picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the visiting Padres 7-3. It was their 5th straight victory. The Chicago Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-3. The Cincinnati Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-0. The Braves pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 4-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 6-3. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.